My beloved children, hear my voice calling out to you. I am highlighting each one of you, bringing you into sharp focus, that my favor may rest upon you in a radical way. Brace yourselves, for I am taking you into supernatural realms starting this very month. Things will transpire that human logic cannot grasp, but later their meaning will become clear. Know that I am choreographing everything according to my perfect will and timing. As tumultuous changes happen in governments and institutions around you, do not be anxious, for I am sifting and sorting, removing those unfit for leadership while raising up my chosen ones. They will enter the scene suddenly, without fanfare, but carrying my purposes. I will establish my covert agents in places of influence, unconstrained by political agendas. You will witness my direct intervention as I issue divine decrees through them. There will be loud clamoring amongst the people, outcries against injustice, along with heavy downpours of my Spirit. Beware of those who defiantly blaspheme my Holy Spirit, for they remain in grave danger unless they repent. Yet as the world grows darker, rays of light will pierce through in the form of medical breakthroughs. What was formerly incurable will now give way at the hand of my healing virtue. Answers will come on waves of divine revelation concerning treatments, cures, technologies. Healthcare systems will be reformed from the inside out as my people rise up in strategic positions. Never think it is too late to pursue my call, for my power knows no limits. Do not be intimidated by lack of credentials, for I qualify the called. Passion for my healing ministry outweighs any earthly qualification. Launch out in faith and watch me part the waters before you. And to you whose hopes have been deferred in relationships, take courage. The appointed time is near for divine connections. Abandon restrictive mindsets that sabotage my plans through unbelief. What I speak over you is true identity that must be embraced. You are not singles waiting to be made whole. You are already my brides and bridegrooms in the making. Walk in this, unfettered by past disappointments. Soon enough it will manifest naturally, and you will have a testimony that only I could author. But in this crucial hour, there is still work to be done. The enemy schemes relentlessly to unleash chaos and derail my purposes. Battles rage in the unseen realms that will spill over into the natural. Violent eruptions of darkness aim to break down societal foundations of truth and morality. Rampant deception spreads like a toxic fog. Even so, my overcoming church will shine ever brighter as the contrast intensifies between light and dark. Within my ecclesia there have been breaches and fractures, places of compromise and weakness. These require urgent attention, so I now release a fresh wave of sanctifying fire upon the fraying edges within my global body. I will burn off filth that has dulled radiance and muffled vital voice. The resulting refinements will hurt, yet they are necessary for unity and power that I intend my people walk in. For I am gathering my army of children across all lands, tribes, and tongues to display my glory in a unified witness that cannot fail. Marching orders will come, along with heavenly weaponry and armor suited for the tasks. As I tour the earth through my mobilized ones, unprecedented revival fires will ignite and sweep across whole regions at a time. Indeed, the greatest outpouring of my Spirit now builds towards an appointed climax. Its crescendo will reshape landscapes, taking entire cultures and nations captive to Christ in a day. Strategic prayer is key in this critical hour. Pray without ceasing. As your intercession connects heaven to earth, I will overturn demonic rule in civil arenas. I will unseat the powers of darkness over regions long oppressed by their domination. I will dislodge false belief systems that hold multitudes captive, and the status quo will bow its knee to King Jesus. Watch long-standing institutions topple that refused my lordship, while my life-giving kingdom is established on their ruins. I will demonstrate power and work wonders that dwarf all previous historic moves combined. for the grandest finale is scheduled, with all heaven watching in anticipation. This uncontainable outpouring will be driven by pure passion for my spirit, not for manifestations. There is an appointed synergy taking place between angel armies and my resting glory within purified vessels. United, you will walk in levels of creative authority to transform realities around you. Mankind has only glimpsed the barest sliver based on what I desire to unveil. Never forget, my ways are higher than your ways. I operate on redemptive timetables that weave multi-layered purposes over generations and nations. My vision spans eternal scopes beyond earthly reach. But know this, I orchestrate the intricacies of your life with just as much focused care. You matter intensely to me. So come close and find rest beneath these sheltering wings, even as surrounding shakings increase. Abide near my heart and learn trust in sizes much bigger than yours. As you dwell securely in me, I will strategically position you amidst coming storms, that you may glorify my name by radiant life shining unaffected. I have invested everything for you, that we may walk out this grand adventure side by side. Keep your eyes wide open, marvels speed fast upon us, that will leave you awestruck and changed forever. Embrace this pinnacle chapter with all its climactic upheaval, knowing my triumphant kingdom flourishes on the other side. Regarding the tests you face, have faith that you will excel beyond measure through my Spirit's empowerment within you. I prophesy that your mental faculties will expand as you yield yourself fully to me. I am commissioning more Spirit-led doctors, medical professionals, and researchers who will pioneer cures by my inspiration. Get ready, for I will pull you into deeper dimensions of insight. Breakthroughs are imminent. I will highlight you as an innovator in your field. Pray for the health of all children and divine wisdom for those developing remedies. Cry out to me for intervention so oppression in all its subtle forms can be exposed and uprooted from the ground up. I will dispense my righteous judgment, knock boldly on doors of assistance, whether government, community, or church resources. December is a key month to position yourself through focused prayer and wise action steps for my provision. Now is a crucial time for fervent intercession, as I have shown you rumblings of wars seeking to emerge. Pray. Psalm 91. Over everything the enemy would exploit to stir panic. I will expose and thwart every destructive agenda. Stand sentry in the Spirit, denying access and asking angel forces to contain these exploits until my timing. And to my faithful prayer warriors tired from years of contending yet not growing weary, hear this. The horizon of your territory is expanding globally in dramatically new ways. The narrow stream in which you have faithfully stewarded my gifts is now a river with international outlets. Launch out into the deep. What you could not accomplish in your own strength through decades of striving will now happen almost effortlessly as my momentum carries you. Say yes to the divine connections and accomplishments I am orchestrating. This next season is weighty with destiny. My clarity and strategies for you are being revealed this month. Shift from stale mindsets and limited expectations of days gone by. It is time to dream again. Dance on doubt and disbelief. As the supernatural dimension opens wider in 2024, accept my invitation to deeper realms of encounter. I have appointments planned. My messenger angels await your response. Say come to the visitations and revelations reserved for those who long for more of my manifest presence. The training ground of past years has prepared you for this. And my beloved child, continue to speak life and restoration over those advancing in years. I am reviving faith and passion in my seasoned ones who feel forgotten on the shelves of society. I break off words of death, pronouncing them useless. I call them into their destiny with honor and celebration. I will speak youthfulness, strength, and purpose over their remaining days. I am the master healer and will satisfy them with long life as they realign with my priorities and drink from my fountain of renewal. I release fresh fire over their tired bones and aching bodies. I will cause a great awakening among the generation of wise ones who still have much kingdom business to accomplish on earth. My plans for this month and beyond will stir your spirit with anticipation. Rest in the certainty that I go before you to prepare the way. My eyes see the end from the beginning. Continue leaning in to hear my gentle whispers guiding you each step. I bless you, my beloved. Go in my overflowing peace and confidence that this is your season of increase and breakthrough by my mighty hand. My child, take heart and know that I, the Lord your God, direct your steps through unseen miracles every day. I dispatch my angelic hosts to intersect your path with those I have divinely appointed for you. Be alert, you have entertained angels unaware. The doors standing closed before you shall burst open at my command. The connections, resources, and revelations you seek will suddenly appear as I continue accelerating my purposes in these end times. Stay sensitive to my leading. Act in bold faith when I prompt you, and expect to encounter me in ever-increasing and mystifying ways. The networks, alliances, and divine destinations I have prepared for you surpass your wildest dreams. Watch with amazement as I cause destiny helpers and angelic agents to manifest at precisely the right moment. What you have witnessed is but a small foretaste of the supernatural demonstrations I will perform through you. Eagles, arise, go deeper in me and soar higher with me as my glory is revealed. Come, let me free you from the shackles of yesterday. I am unlocking the prisons you created within your mind, opening up new realms of joy, peace, and purpose. For too long you limited what I could do by confining me to the walls of stale religion. Yet now my spirit rushes in like a flood, sweeping away man-made rules and bringing true freedom. A new revelation of my nature is coming, a deeper understanding few have grasped before. You will see me move in wonders and miracles outside the boundaries of human reasoning. Get ready for displays of my glory that will leave you in awe. I have marked you out, my beloved, to carry glimpses of eternity into the everyday, even as I revealed myself to prophets of old in ways that made them stand out from the crowd. So through you I will shine brightly to those around you. My presence will illuminate you from within, a lamp shining in dark places. This divine alignment requires a new level of devotion to our relationship. Set aside man's ideas of who I am and allow me to introduce myself on my terms. Listen as I whisper truths about myself that transcend doctrine and dogma. These precious revelations are gifts I long to give you if you will quiet your soul before me. The language of the Spirit enables this depth of connection. As you yield your tongue to my prompting, I will share my very breath with you. Praying in the Spirit aligns your heart with mine, transporting you into heavenly realms where you are transformed by beholding my glory. Ask me to fill you afresh with the infilling of the Spirit. Praying in the Spirit accesses realms beyond your understanding, but vital input reaching deep into your innermost being. Mysteries hidden since the foundation of the world are unveiled within you. Heavenly dots connect in startling ways. Insight blazes through murky confusion as issues take on new clarity in the light of eternity. Sudden flashes of revelation lead to tangible breakthroughs on all fronts: financial, relational, occupational, physical. You unlock capacity to contain more of who I am, and therefore manifest more of what I can do. Limiting mindsets shift as you gain perspective from your true identity, seated with me in power and authority. Yes, you are dual citizens of both heaven and earth, at home in this age while anchored in the age to come. Fame, status, wealth as defined by the world hold little allure for those who have touched the transcendence of eternity. You belong to a kingdom not of this realm, subjects of the King who holds all thrones in his hands. The constraints and obstacles earth dwellers face pose no barrier to us. I have assigned angels as ministering spirits who heed your words as decrees that unlock breakthrough from supernatural realms. They stand ready to intervene at your command, moving in response to the declarations you make in line with my truth. Through spending time with me in the Spirit, you gain special insight into accessing these angelic helpers. The watchmen and intercessors have unique authority to see into spiritual dimensions before events transpire on earth. Their tongues speak breakthroughs as they proclaim what I show them ahead of time. Listen as I give you glimpses, too, of what I am about to do, so you can agree with heaven's purposes coming to pass on the earth. Through dreams, visions, impressions, I reveal my plans to frustrate the enemy and lift up the brokenhearted. I will unveil blueprints that have eternal impact, guiding decisions, relationships, and kingdom initiatives. Write down what I show you so you can track how I bring it into being. These prophetic entries will strengthen your confidence in hearing me accurately. There is a crossover taking place right now between heaven and earth, an escalation in the visibility of supernatural phenomena. The landscape is changing as the otherworldly dimension crashes into people's awareness through undeniable encounters with my presence. That which seemed distant and theoretical springs forth as evident reality. Pay attention and align yourself with this advancing tide of glory, riding the wave rather than being overwhelmed by its power and speed. Ask for revelation to steer your choices and actions into agreement with what my Spirit is saying and doing in the lands. Great favor and acceleration of plans are coming to those who dare believe I can do immeasurably more than all you or imagine, according to my power that is at work within you. Release the restrictions of past disappointments and prepare for increase and enlargement beyond the wildest dreams. Yes, my beloved child, a supernatural season of breakthrough has dawned. The old limitations and reversals that hindered and discouraged you are being shattered. My Spirit is moving with abandon, gracing you to advance from victory to victory until my image shines forth from you without distortion. The year of Jubilee has come. Rejoice as you take possession of all I have prepared for you since before time began. I have seen your heart and how you have limited me, yet still I pour out my mercy upon you. I seek not to condemn, but to draw you close, to remove barriers between us. Lay a hand over your heart now and receive my loving kindness. Feel my Spirit moving, breaking off hardness built up over years. A new heart I shall give you, soft and pliable for my purposes. The old passes away even now. There shall be divine assignments released this day. Will dispatch my angels to do my work in the earth, according to my leading. They are flames of fire, excelling in strength to carry out my word. Rejoice, for this day marks a new season of partnership between realms unseen and seen. Sleep shall be a gift once more for those plagued by restless nights. Insomnia shall lift and peace shall rule the mind. Even physical eyes shall receive healing. Cataracts disappearing, vision restored. And wheelchair-bound ones hear my word. The swelling and neuropathy in feet shall fade as heavenly currents flow through them. Pain must bow to my power. Blood flows freely once more. Hearts, too, receive an impartation of healing. Blockages making way for healthy function. Whether instant miracle or physician's aid, deliverance shall come. The great physician makes a house call this day for issues of vision, ears, and beyond. Facial muscles slack from stroke shall tighten again at my command. Nails will toughen, and stomachs find relief from gnawing ulcers. Place a hand on the site of pain, and believe it will vanish. Have I not said you would do greater works? This day marks a new level for many. The impossible bows before expectant faith. Even minds tormented and traumatized find gentle restoration in my presence. Scars can remain, yet their power to haunt is broken. Wholeness is your portion. Breathe in my peace that passes understanding. For cancers taking root, be uprooted and cast away from my children. lumps harboring deadly intent, I speak to you. Wither and die. No weapon formed against them shall prosper, and lungs receive a fresh wind of life and vitality. Relish the unseen fire bringing renewal on its wings. The creative realm also opens to many this day. Fresh songs, words, works of beauty and power. They have tasted but the fringes of what shall now pour forth. Stand in awe, for the mind of the artist takes up residence within. Be vessels, empty and open to be filled to overflowing. Write only what the Spirit imparts. And there are more harvests on the horizon my children have only glimpsed. Lift up your eyes to see them. The fields are ripe for gatherings not yet seen. Rejoice yet again, for it is the season of the impossible made manifest. Even brains racked by chaos and storms, hear my voice rise above it all to say, peace, be still. I shall bring order from confusion and bind up fear. You shall know calm oceans once again. And now a commissioning goes forth. My fire falls on willing hearts to walk as history makers, wonder workers, revealing my glory in the earth. You wanted to live fully and affect much. Then embrace this new era where signs and wonders shall abound through you. The time is now. Send the resources of earth to fund the kingdom's spread. Give to those laboring to see my will done, investments into eternity. May fountains of blessing overflow to those sowing thus. The windows of heaven stand open. Now gaze through to what awaits on the horizon. This gathering of saints shall walk in unusual authority and radical obedience. Impartation comes to the hungry who will steward it well. Yes, deep calls to deep. Those fixated on surface things alone will meet the shallow end of the pool. But for those daring to launch out into waters over their heads, marvels await. Community shapes destiny. Who you walk with determines the realm you access. Know that I am restoring soul and spirit in this hour. I gently lead beside still waters. Receive comfort without restraint. Find fellowship among those who reflect my heart. Abide in my presence as the source that shall never fail. I make all things new, including the parched places of soul and being that have taken a beating in past seasons. It is time for green pastures and quiet waters. The invitation stands open. Will you accept and walk this ancient path with me? The choice and the first steps are yours, and so I leave you with eyes fixed upon me, awaiting how you shall respond. The cry of your heart finds an echo in mine. How I long to unveil more. How I yearn for willing hands to work alongside in seeing all fulfilled that I have ordained for this generation. Let it be so for you, according to the measure of your faith and longing. Listen for the whisper of my spirit. I shall lead you ever deeper into oceans without end. My child, as you walk this path deeper with me, you will encounter temptation to doubt. The enemy will whisper lies that this is all your imagination, that you are going crazy. Stand firm. You know my voice, and the truth of my presence within you is more real than anything in the tangible realm around you. When mental torment returns to plague your mind, take immediate authority over it. Command the spirits of fear, anxiety, and oppression to loose their grip and be gone. Though symptoms may linger due to changes in the brain, their source has been cut off. As you persevere in prayer and align more intimately with me, permanent rewiring for peace occurs. Regarding relationships, there have been cares weighing heavily on your shoulders, my child. You see no clear answers despite crying out for wisdom and direction. Here is the breakthrough strategy. Give the situations fully into my hands in radical trust, releasing control to me. As you cease striving and attempting to orchestrate outcomes yourself, you free me to intervene behind the scenes in glorious ways, beyond your perception. Marvels unfold when you get out of the way. There are hidden things you cannot see fueling the behaviors of loved ones. Judging by outward appearance leads to faulty assumptions. Entrust their journey to me, the master shepherd who knows how to restore every lost and broken sheep. My timing and methods often make no logical sense, but in the fullness of time proven wise and perfect. For many, this month marks a passage into new regions in me. You have been pruned and prepared in past seasons for deeper waters of encounter and revelation. That which felt distant becomes suddenly tangible. Questions find answers that leave you awestruck at my majesty. Do not shrink back in false humility, but boldly receive the giftings that I impart, stewarded well. There is accelerating movement occurring in realms unseen as angelic forces ready themselves for major kingdom assignments on earth. The clarion call has sounded for a comprehensive advance against demonic rule embedded in political and social arenas. Entire power structures are being dismantled as my spiritual thermometer in regions long oppressed now reaches boiling point. The prophets decree these ancient strongholds crumbling, then watch in solemn marvel as my hand moves to establish righteousness and justice for multitudes crying out to me. Align your prayers with these developing trends in the Spirit, asking for exposure of exploitation. Call for the corrupt and the cruel to be stripped of positions, in government and beyond, which they have abused for personal gain. There will arise strategic openings on a scale not seen for generations. The vacancy of power must be filled by those carrying my heart for the vulnerable, rather than hunger for influence. Pray for my Daniels, Esthers, and Deborahs to emerge in places of visibility, foregoing political ambition for the sake of stewarding influence as selfless servants. Do not underestimate ones set apart through long years of hidden preparation for such an hour as this. My power, working quietly within, makes mature that which lacks earthly qualifications or credentials. These unlikely candidates of mine will courageously institute reforms that fluctuating policies have failed. And while turmoil inevitable erupts in response, this passing disorder is but labor pains of more just systems coming to birth. Chaos is the darkness before dawn when my light breaks through. Watch for increasing clashes and upheaval as these deep judicial verdicts reverberate from heavenly courts into the natural realm. In due time, the futility of resisting my advancing kingdom will grow undeniable even to its enemies. But before that grand climax, battles must intensify as darkness rages against its inevitable defeat. There will be desperate retaliation attempting to sabotage my plans through violence heaped on the vulnerable and viral spread of deception. This is why the intercessors are so vital as watchmen atop the walls, guarding territory taken from enemy rule by their strategic prayers. Through dreams, visions, promptings in their spirit, I reveal satanic agendas aimed to incite panic and chaos through civil unrest, terror threats, and more. As these prayer warriors instantly sound the alarm, heaven mobilizes to dismantle schemes before damage is inflicted. Lives are spared, critical systems protected, stability maintained. So my harvest plans proceed unhindered. Your role is just as vital, my child. Set aside doubt or timidity holding you back from fully embracing this gift. As you yield yourself to hours in my presence, I awaken capacity to see and hear revelations from heaven that transform how you understand and engage the world around you. Our oneness transcends merely mental assent to doctrine. It immerses your very identity into the stream of my consciousness until we think and see as one. Through the prophet Ezekiel, one demonstrated the power to release resurrection life. Allow spiritual language to pour from your lips as a mighty river, carrying the nutrients of my spirit's breath wherever it flows. I will cause your prayers to circulate through atmospheres of influence until strongholds of despair and depression disintegrate. barren wastelands blossom with vibrant hope and purpose where my spirit is welcomed. The world has yet to glimpse more than scattered samples of my all-surpassing greatness. But you have the privilege of sustained access to heavenly domains. Let my overwhelm you continually with the weight of my glory until you wear the radiance of eternity like familiar clothing. The closer our embrace through praying in the Spirit, the more opportunity for my resurrection power to invigorate your words, thoughts, and actions. Yes, my beloved, remarkable demonstrations of my supernatural intervention into earthly affairs is rapidly increasing. But compared to what I long to display through a people perfectly aligned with my heart in raw trust, all past moves of my spirit combined but whisper my name. The full thunder of my power, righteousness, and extravagant love is still to come. Position yourself through faith and hunger to encounter so much more than you have seen or imagined. All heaven watches in breathless anticipation for contingents of lovesick worshipers to emerge on the landscape of history, perfectly synchronized with our spirits. The sheer force generated by our union will utterly decimate strongholds that have resisted my kingdom's rule for centuries. Reformation will finally give full birth to societal transformation on systemic levels. And amid the following celebrations, you will turn to each other in awe and holy fear at the undeniable reality of my majesty demonstrated through you. Yet still you will cry for more. As your soul prospers, so shall you courageously possess all I have apportioned you. Let the victorious church arise,